In today's video, I will be revealing why retiring at the age of 62 might still be your best move, even if you feel like you're behind on your retirement savings. Working with hundreds of Canadian retirees, I have discovered that many people needlessly delay retirement for years despite having adequate resources, sacrificing irreplaceable time and experiences based on not knowing if you have enough and based on not having a comprehensive retirement plan. That's exactly why we are making the video today, to show you the 5 reasons why retiring at the age of 62 still works in Canada, even if you have not hit your magic number yet. Let's get right into it. Reason number 1 is that your health and your vitality will peak in the early 60s. And most Canadians, a lot of Canadians plan to travel extensively in retirement. A lot of Canadians want to go on 1 or 2 big trips when they retire. And in order to participate and in order to enjoy and have a good time on these extensive travel experiences, your energy level needs to be at a decent or an optimal level. If you are in a stressful position, or if your employment, if your career is very demanding, postponing retirement even 2 or 3 years, you are positioning yourself for a burnout, and you are positioning yourself for not being able to enjoy these big travel experiences. Working with Canadians for over the last 2 decades, we find that retirees, once they hit early 70s or mid 70s, will definitely slow down. And then a lot of people that postpone their retirement are now regretting that they did not have the ability to travel extensively and to enjoy early retirement. That's why you should consider retiring in your early 60s or as early as possible. Reason number 2 is time is more valuable than money. And as I mentioned earlier, we have helped several Canadian families transition from working life into retirement. And what they all have in common is that initially they were very hesitant to retire early because they were worried about running out of funds in retirement. But once they did retire, they were all happy they did it as early as possible, because nobody on their deathbed wishes they could work extra couple of years. So even if your RSP market value, even if your TFSA market value is less than ideal, you still might have enough to be comfortable in retirement. And you owe it to yourself and you owe it to your family to find out, to have a plan drafted to see if you actually have enough already. Reason number 3 is Canada's retirement system allows for early retirement. And even though most Canadians underestimate Canada's retirement system and do not expect to receive very much from the government, the fact is that Canada has a very solid retirement system. Between CPP and OAS, if this was a husband-wife situation and both spouses were to qualify for 80% CPP and 100% OAS at the age of 65, the family total received based on 2025 number would have been $3,750 per month. Now, this is guaranteed by the government, and it is adjusted for inflation on an annual basis for the rest of your life. So that means that if you were to retire at the age of 62, you only have 3 years that you have to self-fund. If you do not have any other pension or private pension, you would only have to self-fund for about 3 years. Because even though you can start collecting CPP immediately at age 62, or actually as early as age 60, we recommend deferring and not collecting CPP up until the age of 65. And as I said earlier, at 65, 80% CPP, 100% OAS, husband-wife, $3,750 would have been already provided by the government. So that means that you only have to cover the remaining retirement lifestyle depending on your family needs. Now that you understand these critical planning elements, click the link in the description below, and I'll send you a personalized Loom video where I'll analyze your specific situation and show you exactly how to build your retirement plan in Canada. Reason number 4 is tax-efficient withdrawal strategies extend Canadian retirement savings. For somebody who is retiring at the age of 62 or earlier, it is highly recommended that they would use their RSPs in early retirement to fund their retirement lifestyle, and possibly even pull out additional funds out of those RSPs in early retirement, because those years before you start collecting CPP and OAS at age 65, those will be your lowest tax years most likely. So early retirement should be funded by withdrawing from RSPs. Later on, when the RSPs are depleted or your RIF is depleted, then you should be tapping into your non-registered portfolio or non-registered savings. And we are very lucky in Canada that we have the TFSA, the tax-free savings account, which is very, very valuable. It was introduced in 2009. So anybody who's been investing since would have a substantial market value in your TFSA. And those TFSAs should be preserved as your last retirement savings vehicle, so to speak, because this is your tax-free capital. Reason number 5, Canadian part-time work opportunities will bridge the gap. And there are two groups of people or two situations here that we have seen. First group of people have been working their whole life full-time, and they just cannot see, as far as lifestyle change, to transition into retirement immediately. So as a lifestyle choice, a lot of retirees will retire early at 60 or 62, but will choose to work 1 or 2 days just to transition into retirement gradually. The other group of people might be in a less than ideal situation financially, and just to have a buffer, and just so they feel they have more comfort that they will not be running out of assets in their retirement, we will recommend for them to work part-time 1 or 2 days until the age of 65, until CPP and OAS kicks in. And that will help them to retire early at the age of 62, enjoy their early retirement, get out of that high stress or demanding career that they are in, and start traveling and start enjoying the rest of their retirement. How do you implement a successful retirement at 62 in Canada despite feeling financially behind? Well, first of all, create a detailed retirement budget and a comprehensive retirement plan. Develop a CPP strategy that balances early income needs with lifetime benefit optimization. Implement a tax-efficient withdrawal sequence across TFSAs, RSPs, and non-registered investments. And identify possible flexible part-time work or passive income opportunities that actually align with your interests. If you want to discover exactly how to make retirement at 62 work for your specific situation, click on the link in the description below, and I will send you a personalized Loom video where I will analyze your current situation and your circumstances and show you the precise steps to achieve a successful retirement in Canada. See you in the next video.